Indeed, distressing story. Next tonight, it's the biggest local transport project outside of London and will cost a cool £250 million. The plans for the long-awaited Leeds Trolleybus have been handed over to the government today, and public consultation on the scheme will now begin. Charlotte has the details.
Harry, thank you very much. Well, it's officially called the New Generation Transport Project. It will link Holt Park in the north of Leeds with Sturton in the south and is predicted to ease traffic congestion. But what exactly is a trolleybus? Well, here are some we filmed in Lyon in France. They have rubber tyres and run on overhead electric power. Bradford and Leeds, in fact, were the first in the UK to introduce them. That was 100 years ago. Now, the first route will be 9 miles long, but eventually there could be a much more extensive network. In total, there'll be more than 3,000 park and ride spaces at each end of the route, and building could start in 2 years' time, with the UK's first new trolleybus scheme up and running by 2019. Well, our reporter Spencer Stokes has been looking at the plans.
A vision of future public transport in Leeds. Images released today show what the trolleybus system will look like. The new designs make up 500,000 pages of detailed plans that have been sent to the Department for Transport, outlining everything from how regular the service will be to how bats could be affected. The aim is to get people out of their cars, particularly in traffic-choked Headingley. And the scheme is winning support from businesses along the route.
The Headingley community deserves a proper transport system. It's never had one, and now that need is becoming greater all the time. So the trolleybus scheme is absolutely essential.
Although they don't run on rails, the trolleybuses will have a lot in common with Sheffield's trams. 65% of the route will be segregated. It's predicted commuters will save around 2 hours every week, and they'll have their own dedicated high-quality stops. This is where the main trolleybus stop in Leeds city centre will be. It's hoped the service will attract people who view regular buses as old, uncomfortable and unpredictable. The aim is to convert commuters to a faster, more frequent service that also has a sense of permanence with its overhead wires. But those wires have led to opposition. Trees will be cut down and replaced with saplings, and there are fears the trolleybus will simply take up valuable road space.
From an environmental perspective, I think NGT is appalling. Looking at all the plans and all the proposals that have come forward, it's not improving public transport on the A660. It's going to put an additional form of public transport on the road, and overall it's going to lead to more car and traffic congestion.
I'm confident NGT is an affordable scheme. I'm confident it's the right scheme. We've got to work with local people to make sure we get the detail of the planning right, but I'm confident the scheme will go ahead.
A 42-day consultation on the 9-mile route begins today, and a public inquiry will almost certainly follow. But Metro are determined that after many years of waiting, the trolleybus will arrive. Spencer Stokes, BBC Look North, Leeds.
You know, you could say that Facebook has been electric about this. These are some of your reactions. Paul Stanislavski-Doyle says, what a waste of money. They could use the £250 million on improving the roads and buses we already have.
Well, Kevin Kay says, what about all the cutbacks, job losses and now the bedroom tax? Scrap the trolleybus scheme and give Joe Public a break.
But Anthony Hicks thinks it's a good idea. When it comes to transport infrastructure, Leeds has got a lot of catching up to do. If we're to ensure the economic growth and future prosperity of our city, projects like this are important.
Goodness me, got people talking now. Later on Look North.